Dumadami na talaga electric-driven scooters sa bansa. Sa makina alone, halos every 2 to 3 features may lumalabas na e-bike. Now, isa sa mga game changer sa larangan ng electric scooters ay yung Gogoro. Bakit game changer? Nood lang. Ang Gogoro Smart Scooter ay founded noong 2011. Kailan lang yan as moto manufacturers go. So we can say, bagets pa rin sila sa industriya. Pero bagets na malaman. Founded ito by Taiwanese entrepreneur Horace Luke and American Matt Taylor. Fast forward 2024, siga na sila sa Taiwan. In the motorcycle industry, that country ranks as the 12th largest in the world. Tawag nga sa kanila Kingdom of Motorcycles. So, pag pinag-uusapan natin dito electric scooters, ang Gogoro ay number 1 doon. So, apart from an already awesome Escoot, isa sa mga selling points nila is this whole battery swapping system. I-explain ko yan mamaya. What we have right now is the Gogoro2 Premium, priced at 255K. Ang category nito, power-wise, kung ikukumpara natin ito sa mga ibang gas na motor, ay nasa 125cc.
'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. Try to make ends meet, you slave to money.
Max speed niya is 90 kph. Range niya bago ka maubusan ng baterya. Tipid mode as rated by the manufacturer is at 170 kilometers. Lakas niya is rated at 7 kilowatts. Braking naman natin, meron silang tinatawag na SBS or Synchronized Braking System or Combi Brake ika nga. Meaning one lever will pull both brakes pero favoring the brake associated with that lever. So, in my testing, iba pa rin talaga yung dalawang levers ang sabay mong ipipiga. So take note, I was fishtailing at the rear, but I was able to stop before of any other mishap. So that's it for the brakes. So notice with the sound, when I take off, you're gonna hear this. So that sound is basically to alert people around you that you are there. Kasi sa sobrang tahimik ng electric scoot, you won't be able to hear taking off, not like with a regular scooter na may makina, right? And when I hit the brakes, there's also that sound. Naalala ko yung $1 Million Man. Naalala niyo yung show na yon nung 80s. So I asked the guys over in Gogoro, can you get rid of this sound? And they said no, because it's a safety thing. It's inherent to warn people that you're there when you're taking off and when you're hitting the brakes. So isa sa mga rason kung bakit game changer ang Gogoro is because of its battery swapping system. Meaning, hindi mo to matcha-charge sa bahay mo or gaya na ginagawa ng iba, makikicharge sa opisina using company resources. So ang okay dito is hindi mo na iintindihan yung charging process. Diba? Wala nang antayan, wala nang overnight wait. Palit ka na lang ng palit. Yung iba naman gusto may extra battery, di ba? Yun ang gawain nila. Bibili sila ng extra battery. So habang ginagamit mo yung Scoot mo sa araw, charge mo na. Para pagbalik mo sa bahay, swap ka na lang. Okay rin yung ganong sistema. Kaso, dadaanan mo pa rin yung hassle of owning a battery. Meaning, kailangan mo pa rin bumili ng bago pag lumipas na yung lifespan ng battery na yon, di ba? And you're gonna have to deal with the degradation of the battery through time. Mararanasan mo yung biglang kakacharge mo na, biglang mawawala na lang, di ba? And that's a hassle. Sa battery swapping system, you are guaranteed a properly working battery all the time. So yung swapping happens in designated battery swapping stations around the metro. Okay rin siya, maliit yung footprint, hindi parang malaking gasolinahan. Walang nangyayaring exchange of money dyan. Literally, dadaanan mo lang, tanggal ng baterya mo, suksok dun sa vacant slot, tapos kukunin mo yung kapalit na magpa-pop out. Seconds lang, kargado ka na. Okay, so I ran out of batteries since sagad-sagad and I had to reawaken it. In other words, nag-hibernation mode siya to conserve on energy. And this unit actually has a separate battery to accommodate all the accessories such as, yun nga, para mabuksan natin yung seat para ma-access natin yung battery. So to do that, first hold the go button and then after 5 seconds of holding the go button, use the tap card and that thing should fire up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We are now back and awake. Open this to open our seat and we have now access to the Gogoro battery. Dadalhin dapat natin to doon sa kargaan ng baterya and just swap it out, but since yun nga, lesson learned, since sagad-sagad itong ginamit, ubos baterya, I'm gonna bring the batteries with me in my pickup and just, you know, put the new ones later on. Okay, so with regards to the battery and topping up, like for example, ruta ko, I'm from Merville and then madalas akong mapadpad sa Makati and Ortigas, QC, tas mabalik na naman akong Parañaque. On the way home to Merville, meron battery swapping center sa Magallanes. So I can actually swap this out every day para pagbahan ko the next day, puno-puno yung baterya ko. Aha, there it is. See it? Parang regular gasoline powered vehicle. Hindi naman lahat gustong ubusan ng fuel at inaantay na lang yung red line bago magpagas. Iba gusto na magpa-top up agad. So sa Gogoro, pwede din. Please insert the other battery. Oh cool. They just pop out. So these are the cool ones. So ano konsumo nito? Meron tayong subscription-based plan sa battery swapping system. Meron tayong plan 799 and plan 999. Yung plan 799, you will be given 300 amperes or about 420 kilometers of travel a month. Yung plan 999 naman, you will be given 500 amperes or about 700 kilometers of travel a month. So mas sulit ang plan 999 kung malakas ka gumamit ng Escoot. So paano ito ikukumpara sa isang gas na motor? Let's compare this with a Escoot ng average konsumo niya is 35 kpl. Lagay na natin ang presyo ng gas ngayon at a round number of 60 pesos para madali natin itong i-compute. So 700 divided by 35 kpl equals to 20 liters. 20 liters times 60 pesos equals 1,200 pesos. Yan ang gagastusin mo kada 700 kilometers na biyahe mo. So kung ganyan ang takbo mo in a month, more or less, you're saving not only 200 pesos sa isang buwan, pati na rin yung mga consumables related to gas-powered vehicles you'll be saving on. Diba? Wala ka na air filter, oil filter, yung langis, and yung baterya that you have to change every 2 years. Kasi nga, kasama na dun sa subscription base mo, lagi kang may fresh batteries. So against a bike doing 35 kpl na ginagamit mo roughly 700 kilometers a month, you are going to be saving more in the long run. Okay, ang nasa harap po natin ngayon is the Gogoro2 Premium, priced at 255,000 pesos. And we're going to be talking about how this Escoot has revolutionized transportation in Taiwan. They took out the whole hassle of having to charge yung aantayin mo overnight and all of that. Battery swapping po ang ginawa nila dito. But before I get into that, I just want to point out here on how spacious this Escoot is. Mukha siyang maliit, pero they took time to figure out how this will fit tall people, right? As you can see here, ang dami-dami nating space, walang tumatama sa akin sa leg shield. And when I turn here, sakto lang siya, hindi ko kailangan umilag dito or ipasok yung aking leg. Pwede siya dyan lang, walang tumatama, pero hindi talagang baon na baon, sakto lang. Dito, sakto lang din, no issues. Pati yung aking paanan, and as you can see with our little chinelas check, gagamitin natin si Rick this time. Hey Rick! Size 11. Meron pa tayong room. As you can see. Seat, that's what you get. Magbumukha siyang parang lumiit dito, nagta-taper off, pero malaki naman yung slant natin dito eh. The foam is also very, very generous. I kind of dig it. Quality of the upholstery is pwede na, pero mangangati akong i-custom to at palitan. But it's alright. It's pretty slick, pretty utilitarian. Very simple. I like how this part here is nice and big, right? Escoot na Escoot talaga yung dating niya. If you have a pillion, just press that and that thing snaps out. I like it how it's set into the Scoot. It's not protruding much. You can kick it with your heel. In terms of braking power, we have disc brakes at the front. So wala siyang ABS. How I wish meron siyang ABS. However, at this price point, we're already at 255,000 pesos. Kung ipa-ABS pa natin ito, tataas na naman siya. At the rear, we also have disc brakes. Ang ating tires, Maxxis tires, and Maxxis medyo subok na rin sila. Pretty good brand. And a lot of daily commuters use Maxxis. So how to start this? Basically, we have this card, right? And I'm gonna stick it here. You're gonna hear a sound. Dong. That thing's gonna fire up. Very, very nice display. Very, very modern looking, very clean, very slick. So I'm gonna take it off its stand. Just because naka-light up na siya does not mean na under ka na. See? So you have to do additional steps for this to run, and Gogoro made it this way para talagang purposeful yung alis mo, walang aksidente. Kasi hindi mo narinig yung makina eh. Biglang, ako na ba ako? Diba? So para sadyang-sadya na alis ka talaga, you have to do some steps for safety. So press the brakes, and no, you do not press that. What you do is you place your finger on the go button. May lumabas na go, and that means pwede ka na mandar. There. So what's cool about this Scoot, meron tayong tinatawag dito na regen. So pag regen, that means it's also going to charge the battery pag ikaw ay nagbe-brake. So the energy caused by the brakes, piniga mo na to, di ba? That's gonna generate heat, and the heat generated from the brakes is gonna go back to the battery to add more power. It's pretty cool. Taking a look at our lights, that's what it is. Pretty nice, very, very modern looking. So this is our bright, as you can see. Bright, not bright, bright, not bright. So this is another cool thing about the Gogoro. Turn signals natin ganyan. Meron siyang tunog. And this is also good because again, pag minsan nakabalik ka na at hindi mo alam na nakasignal ka pa rin, delikado yan, di ba? Kasi parang the vehicles behind you think you're turning left but you're not really turning left, so that's annoying for the person behind you. So meron siyang tunog. And what's also cool about this, pag liko mo, automatic siyang mawawala. So, nasisense ng bike na nakaliko ka na at kusa siyang mawawala. You can turn it off by pressing it again. Yan, wala na siya. So, let me show you what's under the seat. Gotta press this. Kakatawa, everything you do here may tunog, di ba? And that is all the space you get. Tignan mo yung chinelas ko sa baterya nila. It looks like that green gunk slime from Rick and Morty. Anyway, so this is our compartment. What also would be nice, I think, since we're in Escoot category, would be a nice little pilot light. Diba? Pagbukas mo may ilaw para makita mo yung laman ng iyong U-box. I think that would be good. So one of the things that we have here is this provision for an air freshener. So ang Gogoro, meron silang cartridge na may fragrance. It's gonna keep your U-box smelling good. Sometimes nga, minsan maglalagay ka ng damit dyan, maglalagay ka ng stuff, and then pagbunot mo, amoy EDSA, ika nga. So, interesting that they have this. I'm not sure if they have this available in the Philippines yet, but that's what that is for. Go-to helmet ko and half-face has been this SEC. Let's see kung kakasya siya. So this is a very big half-face helmet. Kasha. Our full-face helmet. Thumbs up ako dito. Good job, Gogoro. Kasha full-face helmet. So they're taking your safety into consideration. Kasi sa mga ibang smaller Scoots, minsan turn off yun sa ibang rider na gustong mag full face, hindi naman kasya yung full face, so they have to get a top box para na magkasya yung full face nila. So, good job, Gogoro, on this one.
Gogoro will still have to face the birthing pains associated with new products being introduced to the populace. Ganun talaga eh, bago. But the concept is sound and the bike is premium. Numbers to numbers, yung present ng Gogoro in the last Makina Motor Show, in this segment na small commuter e-bike, sila na ang pinakamalakas, pinakamabilis, at pinaka-high-tech. For now, sila na yon. What Gogoro is looking to do next is to expand, to put up more battery swapping stations around the metro and of course in other major cities in the country and eventually sa lahat ng sulok at liblib ng Pilipinas. It's a challenge but possible. After all, sabi nga nila nung araw, imposible at mahirap maging common ang pag-travel by air. Pero look at where we are right now, di ba? Oras-oras may lumilipad. The Gogoro battery swapping idea for me is practical and efficient. Indeed, we are in exciting times. In the world of motorcycles, technology and innovation just keeps looking at us in the face. And I am seeing the very prominent features of Gogoro staring hard. Gogoro Smart Scooters, welcome to the Philippines. This is Zach from Makina Moto Features. Ciao.